Are using AI the wrong way. What do I mean by it? I mean that they are not even making content, they are just putting prompts into this app that spills them out content. I think you know those videos that are fully made of AI and just some channel, but they are still getting millions of views because probably of the ideas. But I have some complaints about that. As a person who takes art as a content creation, that kind of kills the art because it takes content and it makes into a commodity. Like, who makes a better prompt or who makes a better AI or I don't know what makes better content. But it's not about that, it's about something different, something better. But I'm not fully against AI, to be honest. I think AI has its better and worse sides. And if you have a great system with content creation, it can be a great tool. I'm using AI for many ways in my content creation, but not in the same way others use it. And we will get to that in a minute. Let's talk about the power of depth and connection, because I think that's really what is the difference making between content that gets watched and content that gets ignored. Because even now are popular those vlogs that are not 10-15 minutes to make it short as possible, but people are getting longer and longer and longer with their content and making it. Now a normal video has half an hour, like that, or hour, because I think people realized why connection is important and depth, because I think they got tired of being mile wide and an inch deep. And I think that doesn't resonate with people that much. As you scroll to the Instagram, you can remember the last reel you watched. And that just gets even worse with AI. So especially on YouTube, that's my main platform, it's getting more popular, those more in-depth content, more podcast, more everything. And the AI content kind of gets pushed, but many even companies still use it and play with it, which is okay, but I don't really like it. I don't wanna support it. I don't want to support it that much. What advantages that people who make hour-long content or those content creators that are just at the beginning, what advantages do they have? Because yes, even though there are many people are connecting, but it's only maybe the top of the content creators, and other are just doing fine with AI making money. So what advantages do you actually have? And I think it's many, because as you are the human who are making content, if you just be there long enough and you just keep going, I think you have many advantages as you go. You have many experience, knowledge, wisdom, I don't know how you want to call it, you take and you just go with it with the years. It will compound and someday I think you will have community, you will have connection, and it will be this network of people and audience that you build, and you build it on actual rock. You build your audience on rock, not on sand. That those, for example, AI videos, yes, you watch them, but do you know the content creator, or you will just switch to any better AI video that there is? So for me, it's of course the content creators, their story, they are real human beings, which makes it, I think, better, but that's for you to decide. And again, those who actually love it will stick more with it, because when you love it, I think both is hard. Even making content on AI can be hard. but actually, if you like even don't want to use it and AI makes your content, I think you will get really replaced, or like really fastly replaced, because like even AI can make better prompts than most of people do. So I think you'll get replaced really fast. But those people who don't, those people who love it, those people who love the struggle and the journey and the making, I think are set on a better journey and have more, and they will have more fun and eventually more success from it. And they will maybe go to crowds and speak to a lot of people, which will be crazy, and influence them. So yeah, that's just a cool dream that I have. Ways how to use AI properly. I use it to get better at thinking and get better at writing scripts. So I use it for reviews mostly. So it's to review your content, not in a like subjective way, but in a way that is this really clear? Play this my YouTube persona, my dream viewer persona, and can they review this to me? And you take a better perspective. Plus, I really recommend personalizing your ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever you use it to like do not agree with me. Don't use emotions. Don't use anything. That's just a tip for our mental health. It really helps. And again, for your thinking, to improve it, like question me on freaking every word I say and make me explain it, then use then if I'm right, then just move on and question me even more, then review my arguing or review my responses. That's a good way. I have exactly this prompt and use it for this video to just get clearer with my thoughts, and that's because I can speak pretty freely here, which I'm glad, because English is not my first language, if you didn't know this. And third, I hope I will use more in the future is learning. Learning is basically, yes, it's happening in the brain, but there are lots of things that are pretty boring, and this just boring, not that important task, but you need to still have them done, or you need to do them. And I think that's the best usage for AI in this case, because learning eventually happens no matter what in the brain. So if you replace it, you will not learn. The AI will learn, and you will have AI. But of course, there comes the question of like, why should I then learn when everything's on the internet, and everything, like everybody, we don't, not everybody, like we doesn't need to learn for this. And okay, that's a good argument. Not that much for me, but eventually, like, you want to learn and you want to have like wisdom, and you are not learning, just you're learning to understand the world better, not to get this math test only, or just know how to turn a camera. You want to understand the world better and just get better at what you're doing, because I think you don't want to become useless and eventually like not you will not be able to use your phone, search engine, or ChatGPT everywhere. I think you don't want to rot your brain. So I think that's the argument to that. But yes, and you don't want to use it for, I don't recommend, I don't use it personally, I don't use it for creativity either, because it's like you get used to it real well, but then your creativity, your thinking, your everything just rots, which is not good if you didn't notice. So yeah, that's it. This is the first video. I'm sorry, for the next one, I have a mic here, I will improve it. I will connect it and have something on my computer right here just to show it to you. This was just the beginning of this video and of my whole journey. So yeah, thanks for watching, peace.